Meghan Markle as previously having been a, quote, yacht girl.
When the glitter is stripped away from Meghan Markle's carefully marketed royal fairy tale, what remains is not glass slippers, but a trail that leads through elite social circles, yacht parties, billionaire networks, and a series of images that have quietly disappeared from public view.
In fact, I've seen the tapes. I've got them somewhere. God knows where now.
For years, Meghan presented herself as a symbol of empowerment, compassion, and elegance. Yet time and again, the polished red carpet narrative appears to circle back to private jets, exclusive gatherings, and summers spent among the global elite.
They couldn't keep these pictures hidden because there's just too many people involved, and now they don't care about protecting Meghan Markle anymore.
Just as her image seemed immaculately refined, claims surfaced suggesting a hidden chapter, one allegedly buried by palace-level public relations efforts. Behind curated interviews and filtered images, critics argue there exists a version of Meghan that challenges the fairy tale narrative, suggesting she didn't simply marry into royalty, but deliberately positioned herself for it.
This has now been going viral this week, Lady C.
What began as online speculation has now gone viral, fueled by assertions that long-removed images have resurfaced. These materials, once scrubbed from public view, are framed as truths that powerful institutions allegedly hoped would remain unseen.
These pictures that I'm about to show you have been banned from the internet. They were scrubbed, but now they're back. They're finally out there.
The controversy ignited with a single remark that spread rapidly across royal-focused media. The suggestion of undisclosed photographs, never meant for public eyes, was enough to reignite debate over Meghan Markle's pre-royal past.
They couldn't keep these files hidden.
Online speculation intensified as blurred images, alleged yacht settings, and elite backdrops were linked to a time before Meghan entered royal life. This time, the claims went beyond implication, painting a picture of exclusive environments and carefully cultivated connections. What fuels the controversy is not just the imagery itself, but the contradiction it presents between the public-facing advocate for equality and allegations of immersion in extreme wealth and privilege.
A man called Kevin Blatt. Now, he is a celebrity tape broker.
According to this version of events, Meghan's rise is framed not as coincidence, but as calculated social navigation. Each appearance, each connection, and each moment allegedly serving a larger ambition. If true, the scandal lies less in the existence of images and more in the lengths taken to erase them. Before royal engagements and palace balconies, Meghan is portrayed as moving through exclusive environments where access itself was currency. These gatherings are described not as leisure, but as strategic auditions, carefully observed, deliberately leveraged, and quietly documented.
Meghan Markle hardly spent any time at Northwestern University.
What unsettles critics most is not proximity to power, but the apparent disappearance of evidence. Deleted posts, missing tags, and vanishing associations create a digital silence that only amplifies suspicion. The claim persists that Meghan did not stumble into royalty by chance. Instead, the narrative suggests a mapped route, one where parallel lives eventually collided, triggering the unraveling of a carefully maintained image.
She was coming to New York all the time. She was in New York when Andrew was in New York for an entire month in September 2013.
As with many modern scandals, it allegedly began with a single image. From there, online investigators connected fragments, archives resurfaced, and what once appeared ordinary was reinterpreted under a far harsher lens. These were not typical paparazzi photographs, but images reportedly taken in highly controlled environments. Their swift removal from public platforms raises a larger question, not just about content, but about influence, access, and who had the power to erase them. The implication is clear. Preservation of a royal image could not coexist with lingering associations to elite excess. Yet, erased history has a way of resurfacing, leaving traces that refuse to disappear entirely. At the center of these claims is influence, not romance or glamour, but calculated access. The story presented is one of deliberate navigation through power structures, long before royal titles entered the picture.
Harry also knows Meghan was on Jeffrey Epstein's yacht with Prince Andrew.
Patterns emerge, the same circles, the same names, the same upward trajectory. The suggestion is not passive participation, but observation, learning how proximity, charm, and discretion unlock doors fame alone cannot. If these overlaps existed before Meghan joined the royal family, the implication is unsettling. Not that the monarchy welcomed an outsider, but that it absorbed someone already fluent in elite power dynamics.
In my opinion, in my analysis, and my experience of decades, this kind of analysis for me is the real deal. If a photo such as this of Meghan Markle with Prince Andrew years ago surfaces, that will be quite an scandal.
As these narratives echoed through royal commentary, the tone reportedly shifted from dismissal to concern. Questions lingered about what was known, what was buried, and how much had been obscured long before public scrutiny began. According to this storyline, palace advisors prioritized optics above all else. Rather than confronting uncomfortable associations, silence became the preferred defense, a strategy refined over centuries of royal crisis management.
The Yacht girl. Oh my God. Ghislaine Maxwell spoke. She said so. Virginia Roberts spoke. They both talked about Meghan Markle, but the world chose to ignore it. And even now, with these pictures out in the public domain, the press still refuses to expose Meghan Markle.
The narrative escalates with claims that individuals from those elite circles eventually spoke out, portraying Meghan not as reckless, but as observant, strategic, and relentlessly focused on advancement. What stands out is not indulgence, but intention. According to these accounts, every environment became an opportunity, every interaction a lesson in leverage. With a single phrase, the controversy was crystallized into a viral label, one that divided public opinion instantly. The power of the moment was not insult, but specificity.
A Deal or No Deal girl. She was calling herself a model, and she was starring in a show Suits. She used to charge almost $30,000 per trip, which is why she was making good money. It wasn't on Suits, it was on her yachting trips.
The suggestion that Meghan's rise was less fairy tale and more calculated rebranding resonated widely. The phrase spread faster than any denial, embedding itself into the cultural conversation. Beyond the individual, the narrative turns toward the media itself, how perception is built, protected, and weaponized. Fame, the story suggests, is shaped as much by silence as by exposure. With the illusion cracked, the story shifts from rumor to reckoning. Once a narrative collapses under scrutiny, no amount of polish can fully restore it, especially in an age where the internet never forgets. And just as one chapter appears to close, another begins. As new material surfaces and live broadcasts ignite fresh debate, the story promises to continue, messier, louder, and far more public than before.